In the news this morning, President Obama in the Badger State, what he had to say about our economy and his plans for the future. And a murder rattles the quiet community of Sheboygan. A teenager is in jail awaiting charges. Plus, an alarming tobacco trend that is targeting teens. Good morning, I'm Brooke.
And I'm Brian Isnansky.
And thanks for waking up with us this Friday morning.
Friday morning, it's not snowing, which is
good
good. Yeah, roads should be decent, but got some cold returning again today.
Can't win.
Yep, it's either or, snow
Same
or
old
cold.
Story.
Yep, here's the live look outside our Green Bay tower cam and looking down 172. I think the highways are going to be in pretty good shape. It's those secondary roads that you're going to find still some snow-packed and slippery spots this morning as crews continue to clean up from around 3 inches of snow yesterday in Green Bay and much of the area in that 2 to 4 inch range, some locally higher amounts north and west. All right, temperatures this morning right around 0 in Green Bay, 5 in Manitowoc. You factor in some wind here. Wind chills at times dipping well below 0, in fact 15 below in Appleton. Here's your forecast for today, 8 degrees by lunchtime, so noticeably colder again today. Guess what returns tomorrow? Maybe some snow, and we'll tell you how much coming up here in just a little bit.
It's our big story today.
It's good to be in Wisconsin.
The President of the United States made his stop at the GE plant in Waukesha, highlighting Wisconsinites' strong work ethic and success in growing the manufacturing industry. President Obama says he hopes to make a model out of the Wisconsin plant and improve job training programs across the country. He also addressed raising the minimum wage.
Too many Americans working harder than ever just to get by, let alone get ahead. We've seen states and cities raising their minimum wages on their own, and I support these efforts, including the one that's going on right here in Wisconsin.
The president is backing legislation that would raise the federal minimum wage to more than $10 an hour. State politicians and small business owners are voicing their concerns over the proposed minimum wage hike. Some say a mandatory increase could leave small business owners with very few options for making a profit. Republican Congressman Tom Petri says a fresh look at the current income tax credit is the better option for everyone.
Raising the minimum wage sounds helpful, but what we're neglecting in this conversation is the fact that there is a better way to do it called the earned income tax credit.
If you raise the price of these entry-level jobs, there will be fewer of them, and we want to pull people into the workforce so they can work their way up.
Congressman Petri says small businesses would end up shouldering much of the cost if the wage increase is passed. The government announced it's releasing $14 million of federal funds to help Wisconsin families who are struggling to afford the skyrocketing prices of propane. The Wisconsin Housing and Economic Development Authority is also lending a helping hand. They're setting up a $3 million loan guarantee program that's designed to help dealers get propane from suppliers to those who need it. New this morning, a 17-year-old Sheboygan man is behind bars accused of murdering a family member. Police found Dorian Torres in an apartment yesterday morning near a body neighbors believe is that of his father. The man's ex-wife called police concerned for his safety. Investigators say it appears the family member was assaulted. Neighbors are shocked.
Would you ever think this young man would be capable of anything like that?
No, I don't know him, but I mean, I never thought a young person would, try anything with his dad.
Dorian Torres is in the Sheboygan County Jail. He'll soon be charged with first-degree intentional homicide. Officials say one person is dead after a late-night car crash in Winnebago County. It happened just before 10 in the town of Black Wolf. The car was headed south on Highway 45 near Fisk Avenue when the driver lost control and collided with another vehicle. The highway reopened just before 2:30 this morning. Recent sub-zero temperatures are creating ice conditions on the Bay of Green Bay. The U.S. Coast Guard says it hasn't seen in years, and that could cause big problems for the upcoming shipping season. NBC26's Alex Hagen takes a closer look.
It may seem quiet on the port of Green Bay right now.
Preparing reports,
but
looking for documents.
Director Dean HAEN has a busy off-season, says despite 2.2 million tons of cargo passing through last year, cold temperatures and ice buildup cut the shipping season short.
Raw materials that were destined to come in, that were unable to come in, so there's now a less supply.
Now concerns for next season. Ice piling up on the bay. HAEN eyes mid-March.
We'll likely need to start on time.
Ice reaching 30 inches thick in some areas. Not good for ships.
So how do you fix this problem? Well, it starts with
breaking the ice, and the U.S. Coast Guard says it's been one of the toughest years yet.
How tough?
Difficult for ships to get through.
Lieutenant Jason Stanko of the U.S. Coast Guard and his crew of 20 haven't seen ice like this in 24 years.
Busier than normal, many more hours underway, a lot heavier ice thickness and ice coverage.
Their latest ice crushing trip lasting more than a month.
And I have complete confidence that we'll get it done.
It has to get done as the port has a $88 million economic impact on Green Bay. In Sturgeon Bay, Alex Hagan, NBC26.
Thanks, Alex. Still ahead this morning, Brian Isnansky has a look at your forecast. And a little later in the show, a close call caught on tape. See the dangers of black ice flash right before your eyes.
NBC26 Today with Bree Groves. Weather with Brian Isnansky and Brooke Hafes. NBC26 Today, your official Packers station.